I couldn't breathe when my boyfriend's mother slid the Prenup across the dinner table. Just a formality, she smiled, sipping her wine like this was normal. We'd been dating for 3 years, and tonight was supposed to be our engagement celebration. His parents insisted on hosting at their country club, which should have been my first clue. My boyfriend looked as shocked as I felt. "Mom, what are you doing?" he asked, his voice barely above a whisper. "Protecting our family assets," his father chimed in, adjusting his golf shirt collar. "The property in Aspen alone is worth 8 figures. We can't have that threatened by circumstances." Their eyes darted to my stomach. "I wasn't pregnant. I'm a pediatric surgeon who works 70-hour weeks saving children's lives." "I'm sorry," I said, folding my napkin. "I think Tahir's been a misunderstanding. I didn't realize this was a business meeting." His mother's smile tightened. "Darling, this is how things work in families like ours. My husband had me sign one too." I looked at my boyfriend, waiting for him to defend me, to say something. His silence was deafening. Then his 19-year-old sister, who'd been scrolled through her phone the entire dinner, suddenly looked up. "Actually," she said, "Dr. Williams here probably makes more money than your entire cardiology department, Dad. She pioneered that transplant technique last year that was in the New England Journal." The table went silent. My boyfriend's father scoffed. "That's ridiculous. She's what, 30? No surgeon her age could possibly." I pulled out my phone, opened my banking app, and slid it across the table. "That's just my investment portfolio, not including the patents or the surgical fellowship endowment." His mother's wine glass froze midway to her lips. The Prenup sat between us, suddenly looking very small. My boyfriend finally found his voice. "I was going to surprise everyone tonight," he said, reaching for my hand. "But Lauren's been offered the chief of surgery position at Johns Hopkins. We're actually moving to Baltimore." His father's face drained of color. "But the family practice, we've been planning your partnership for years." My boyfriend squeezed my hand and stood up. "You planned, I never wanted it." As we walked out, his sister caught up with us in the parking lot. "That was the best dinner we've ever had," she laughed, hugging me. "Can I visit you guys in Baltimore? I am applying to med schools next year." "Anytime," I said, watching my boyfriend's shoulders relax for perhaps the first time since I'd known him. "Sometimes the family you choose is braver than the family you are born into."